Hey, Blue here. So, the first person I ever taught how to play chess was this guy. MrCheesyBacon easily grasped the game of chess and quickly became a very challenging opponent, and a little bit of an annoyance. After a while, he started consistently beating me, so I stopped asking him to play, well, because I didn't want to lose. But that was almost 6 years ago. Since then, I've taught a couple more people how to play chess, and in doing so, I've solidified these chess strategies in my mind. So, I've challenged him once again to a classic chess match. Hope you all enjoy.
Alright, here we go. Let's test him out with just should I go with kings, queen, or... let's go with Grob. Because everyone loves Grob. Oh, nice, good. He played queen pawns immediately. If he takes, then pawn push, threatening that, or double threatening that. The queen can't protect it. If he takes, then queen... I think that's how it goes. Hopefully I remember it. Let's also hope I play it correctly. Oh, subtract. Well, nothing you can do about that. Oh, wow, really? Okay, I'll take it. Let's see how this plays. I wasn't expecting that. Which Grob is an unusual opening, so he probably didn't know about this. All the games I play with him, we usually did king's pawns. Alright, and then I think that's what I do, hopefully. If I mess this up, it's my one chance to... Oh, he had to be annoying. Yeah, he's not taking on g4. Okay, let's get rid of this knight with bishop g5. Hopefully this double attack distracts him long enough. If he doesn't take and he plays pawn push, I'll just take, probably, and threaten that way. I don't think there's anything else. He's definitely not going to play bishop captures g4. Oh, nice. He does know what Grob is. Oh, dear. Oh, well, he's blocked his queen protection of that, so that's dandy. Oh, whoops. I think he's on mobile. That's harder to tap on that thing, on phones. If it's bad play, then it's totally in-game. I knew he'd be honest about that, but just want to make sure. I don't want to beat him by a mistap. Alright, next thing I'm seeing is clearing kingside castle here, and then targeting pawn, and then future forking. With my bishop and queen lined up here, I have a good chance to get my knight there, or at least threaten it. My kingside's castle is a little weak, because obviously this pawn is gone, but what can you do about it? The only move he'd have is, well, no, that wouldn't do anything either. If he takes out this pawn here, then queen here would be deadly, but then queen here would start to tear up his line. The only way to defend this square is a knight here, and that's protected by the pawn. Okay. Now what was I going to do? Great. Drat, I forgot. Oh, we can do that, I think. Right? Yeah, totally. Well, if I go there, if I play bishop takes, then rook moves over and pins my bishop, which is never a nice idea. Let's go with the knight. I could develop another piece, threaten the knight. Yeah. What's he threatening now? I don't think he's threatening anything. It's just a queen development. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't turn out badly. Well, if I do take the knight, then his other knight comes in and activates. Right now it's almost useless. So it'd be good to leave it alone, but, you know, we'll take it. His queenside castle is very open, so he's definitely going to go for kingside. If he castles at all, he's a little late in development. Although I am just now seeing queen here. Forces a queen trade and develops his bishop, opens up his kingside castle, and I'm in check. I'll have to go knight here. Actually, I could go bishop back. Yeah, I could go... Yeah, if queen here, then bishop back, threatening. If he takes, then pawn takes. Actually, bishop could take as well, but I'd lose that. Oh, but it's threatened already. Yeah, I'd have to go bishop back. If I did pawn, then I would release my rook. That'd be nice, but... We'll see what he does. Okay. Not queen here. Good, I think. Threatening my bishop. That's fine. I can check here. Yeah, I can check there. What? Maybe he missed that? Well, I would be revealing this pawn, but he'd be in check, so he has to defend it. He would have to move his king, lose his castling, royal privilege. Yeah, I think that was a blunder on his part. Hopefully it's not a trap. He'll be in check, so we can't do anything. Yeah. Queen here protected that square there. None. Queen here unprotected it. That was the only move. Right? Yeah. Okay. Can I keep up this tempo? I don't think so. If the only check here is bishop, right? Well, queen could go here, but that's an obvious blunder. Bishop here, just taken by the knight, the pawn, or the queen. My goodness. Well, I have this nice bishop here. I think I'll keep it there for a while. His rook can't move. He could push, but then I just force capture, which wouldn't be as dandy for me. This bishop is not very useful right now. I could do knight to f3, protecting and attacking these guys. I could also go there. Oh, but then he has a check. No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Yeah, I think this is safe. Right? Well, the knight's there. Yeah, if his knight captures, then his bishop's free and starts developing. Let's do a securing move. His last move was what? I forgot. D8. Oh, yeah. Because I checked him here. Okay, we got this blue. Also protecting this here. That's nice. F3 is really... These four squares are really good to have your knights on. Because right now he can't do anything about this bishop. Actually, you know, if I took here and his knight came in and allowed his bishop released, then he'd be unprotecting that, which could be problematic for him. Well, no, then just rook here. Yeah, if queen there, then rook there, and that's protected by the queen easily. Well, never mind then. We should just try to keep as many of his pieces as inactive as possible. That one's even inactive. All it could do is move here, and that's... Well, I guess that would be a good move. giving a discovered attack here. And, well, I don't know what else. That's about it. I guess it would be this knight here would block, protect this pawn from the queen, allowing his bishop to stop babysitting that and start attacking. Just got back on. So far, a very interesting game. He knows Grob, and he's been defending these two squares brilliantly. Well, except for that one. He didn't really protect that one very well. Oh! Okay, wonderful. Stops my fork here. Actually, if I castled and he took, and I retook, my rook would not be developed. Okay, never mind. I could knight here. That's just a passive move. It'd be developing a rook. Yeah, if knight here and he takes, then I take. Oops. Right there. What else is he doing? He's releasing his... Oh, yeah, definitely don't want to castle then. Well, yeah, in a couple moves he could line up these guys and put some pressure if I castled kingside. Okay, let's just... Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Looks good to me. Hopefully it is actually good. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get rid of this knight protection on this pawn so queen can advance. But, as we said, pawn takes, knight takes. Oh, I just realized. His knight on f6 is pinned by the bishop, so he can't protect this pawn here. So if he doesn't take, then I have a nice attack on the queen. That's useful. Alright, yep, unpinning that that knight. That would be problematic for me. Let's see, if knight takes and knight retakes, then that's a discovered attack here. But his knight here wouldn't be endangering me very much. And he's also made it easier to develop that rook. I need to develop a rook. I can do rook here, targeting this guy, which is still annoyingly protecting that very effectively, though. Okay, so if I do nothing, well, his knight is now unpinned, so he can, yeah, if I take, he retakes. If he takes, then I just replace my knight, and he can take here. Oh, that was possibly dangerous. No, his bishop here is still babysitting this. Okay. Yes, if pawn takes, then knight retakes. I could do pawn takes to allow my, well, but that would allow his rook as well. I have a better developing line here. Alright, so for now I'm going to do nothing, it looks like. Let's just develop this guy. Yeah. Let's do it. Actually, I just realized he can attack here. But that wouldn't be in that good of a square, would it? Don't think so. Still would be a discovered attack on my dark squared bishop. But I can pawn push. That'd be possibly dangerous for my kingside castle, less secure. Because right now this pawn's stopping queen g3 if it moves. We only have one more pawn supporting that area. Right now he's putting pressure here, here, and if there, then possibly here and here. And if pawn here, then here, and my goodness, he's bearing down on my kingside. He realized that I opened up this file here, so I'm going to have to castle kingside. my queen ever takes here and then takes his rook, he has a check or possibly a pin here. And then his dark square bishop might have something to do with it, maybe, if he gets rid of this knight. I don't think he can, though. He doesn't have enough resources, not enough pieces developed. Actually, this guy could be possibly dangerous. Maybe, because this is still... Let's see, this pawn still threatened by the queen, but protected by the knight. If the knight falls, the knight replaces, and then... Okay, well, let's just ignore that because he did something else. Alright. That. Wonderful. Okay, I could... Ugh. Well, no, that's protected by my queen. But it would allow for a pin. Well, that's keep my queen is now babysitting that. That's annoying. Well, let's see. Let's look for forcing moves. Oh, let's see, if rook check, then, and if king takes, that's useless. Yeah, that's useless. Well, actually, I could recheck and do something. No, not really. Actually, I could check here, and then target, nab that pawn. That might work if I had another move. This knight is still here, so I'd have to do that. Okay, let's see. If bishop takes and rook takes, then rook check, queen here, and takes the pawn. If instead, when bishop takes, that's still secure, so I can do the check still. Okay. Let's see, what if queen takes? Oh boy. Oh, then I can knight advance. Yeah. That looks promising. Okay, let's take it. Oh, I just realized his knight can take. What am I thinking? And supporting this pawn. Wow. Okay, Drat. Wow, that was a dumb move. What am I thinking? Well, well, if knight takes, then pawn can push, forcing. And if he takes, then I take his knight. Possibly. My rook is still babysitting this pawn here because of the queen. So if queen takes, I can... Well, I can't really develop it anywhere, can I? Looks like pawn g5 would be a good move anywhere. But I still like this check forcing line. And if he takes with the rook instead, then that's an obvious blunder. Just nabbing all those pawns and get the far passers on the queen side. I'm still up a rook. So hopefully this doesn't end badly. He has several options here. He could take with all of these pieces, or he could take this instead. Oh, he does have a nice skewer right here. Oh no, they just pawn push. Pawn push would block that. Never mind. Alright, so let's try to predict what he's going to do. He would most likely take it back, because if not, then I take and queen recaptures, losing the position here. Yeah, if he doesn't take, and king takes instead, then I no longer have that check line. Well, oh yeah, that king has to stay there. Yeah, if that king moves, then oops, whoa, what's that? Yeah, if king has to stay there, because if he moves, then rook takes c8 is no longer viable because that connecting the rooks. Okay, takes with a knight, the best move I would think. Sadly. Okay, my bishop's still threatened. That was just a forcing line. Let's see, I can take here, right? But he restored that knight, so I can, yeah. No, I can't take here anymore, because if king takes, which is the better move, and he'd probably see that, stops queen here, nabbing the rook or the pawn. Yeah. Rook takes c8 is no longer viable, because king would move there, and then I could note this check here would no longer nab that pawn. Okay, let's try to kick this knight off. Would that work? Let's see, if pawn advances, then knight could move away with the discovered attack on the pawn. Not very pretty. Oh, wait a second. If I take here, and he recaptures, then I can do this check line and nab the knight instead. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to think about this. I just want to do this amazing move. So hopefully it doesn't end miserably. What's he gonna do? His knight's threatened, so his knight isn't really threatened, because he still has several pieces defending. Yeah, I'm just grabbing more space with these guys. These guys are doing a lot for me. Grabbing all these spaces. Wow, that's a lot of circles. Let's get rid of them. So let's see. Actually, let's look at my position. I have all of these squares covered. I think. Yes. So knight gets these two. Oops. Yeah, knight gets these two. Knight gets these two. Pawn gets these. And then queen gets that one. So that's all of them. Nice. And then I also have this knight targeting here and here. Nice. Okay. Attacking my rook, no problem. Actually, that might be a problem. Yeah, if this check line no longer works now. Well, actually, since this queen is gone, I might be able to nab something else. Alright, what can I take? Let's see, I could queen here, check. No, I can't. What am I thinking? Well, actually, if I take, because this guy's hanging. Oh, he's forking both of these guys. Wonderful. Okay, so if knight takes... Oh, then queen here. That is... Ooh, that is ugly. Okay, I should probably castle then. I will lose a knight. Wow. How did this happen? Okay, well, when in tense situations, check. Or otherwise, do another forcing move somehow, somewhere. So let's see, this no longer works. Why? I would lose a rook, and he would develop his rook, or... No, he wouldn't develop his rook, because queen here would start getting these guys. Yeah, so rook takes probably wouldn't be a good move for him. Yeah. But if king takes when rook c takes, then I can check. Where can I check? Let's see. Actually, I can check here. No, that wouldn't do anything. The bishop's still there. And the queen. Goodness. Wow. Good move. Okay. Yeah, I have to protect this. I either have to check him or protect this. Because if I don't, then queen checks. My queen, well, actually, my queen would jump in. It would just be a forced queen trade. Unless he decided to nab some of my pawns. Which is never very polite. This check here does look promising, if only this bishop wasn't here. Let's see. How can I knock that bishop off? Ugh. Well, actually, if I take, and he takes, I can protect this right here. Actually, I can protect both of these. That's looking promising. And that would be another check. And if he doesn't, then obviously here... Oh, that might be mate, though. Yeah, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? I would have to recheck him, and I would have to check him. I can't check him. Stink. This is a very bad situation. If I take and he takes, then that's the king is the worst move now. Because I can recheck and protect this knight and this location here. I really haven't castled yet, and I need to. But if I castle, knight falls, and I can still do it. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. No, I don't... Stink, this is really complicated. Okay, let's just castle kingside. I lose my knight, but... If he decides to take my knight anyway. He might not, out of the kindness of his heart. Now that I'm looking at it, bishop here would put a lot of pressure through the queen on here. I do have a knight there. But all that's protecting is this pawn. If knight falls, then the pawn falls. Well, actually, no, I can just pawn push. Yeah. Wow. I haven't played this guy in forever. 15 moves in. I'm still 3 points up. So hopefully if I develop enough pieces, looks like I'll be able to very soon. No, I won't be able to because the king's there. What am I thinking? See, he has my dark square bishop, which is really annoying me. He has a bishop pair. They are fairly inactive, but they are on very good diagonals. Pinning down my king side. I don't know if I should have castled king side, but no, I had to have. Oh, he could also take this pawn and check. Well, the knight back. Knight back would release some more territory that's currently being attacked, but not much of it is of good use. This bishop is making it useless. Yeah, if queen takes, the knight moves. This pawn would fall, but I might start losing stuff over here. But he probably won't take that pawn, even with a check. Because the knight is of greater value. He would level the playing field. I do have both my knights and a bishop. He just has both bishops and a knight. Oh, he does take that. Okay. That was weird. I mean, I guess it's not that weird. It does nab the center. The center. Ugh. Okay. So my king is protected very well here. Hopefully. It looks like it so far. If queen takes, I could get an... Oh, wow. No, he's not going to take there. Definitely. Oh, I wish he would. Oh, but my knight's still there. That stinks. That would have been an awesome attack. That d-pawn. This d-pawn. Center of the board. You know, if he does attack it, though, with something else, No, he can't attack it. Yeah, he can't attack it. This bishop is useless right now. This knight can move here, and I can't retake because it's pinned. So if knight here, or if knight here, no, knight can't move here because the queen. So if knight here, releasing the bishop, possibly dangerously, maybe not. Ugh. Well, if knight here, then bishop here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I can't tell what he's going to do now. He might have seen that pawn, but maybe. Alright, I'm only 2 pawns up now. Losing the advantage. I do have a better position, I think. This guy's still threatened, though. No, he's not. Yeah, okay. I gotta remember that. That queen's babysitting that bishop there. Okay. Yeah, his rooks are in the corners, being useless. Mine are sort of in the corners. This one's active. I could get a tempo off the queen here and start doing something, maybe. Maybe. Okay, bishop there. Oh! Really? Unprotecting that. Oh no, if I move there, then bishop falls. Okay, well. Good move. Okay, let's see. I can still get a tempo off the queen. Oh yeah, I can, can't I? That would be protecting this guy, well, yeah, getting a tempo off the queen would also fork that and protect that. If he... Oh, he could take there then. Well, he wouldn't be threatening anything, really? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. He would be protecting... Yeah, if knight here and queen here, then it does protect that. Well, no. Queen can't come here and protect this. Because I can rook... Well, actually, I would take with the knight first, and if he recaptures with either his king or his queen, then rook here would pin his queen would win his queen for a rook. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, I just realized that does open up this pawn. No, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay. If he had his bishop here, then that would definitely be dangerous with the queen and the light squared bishop. But my queen is on a perfect square, blocking both these diagonals and stopping this knight. Another thing to note is bishop here stops c8 from capturing, and instead the bishop protects that square, so rook c8 check is no longer a viable option. I'd have to go with just a plain old b7, but it looks like more interesting things are happening here. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, yeah, these knights here are protecting. Yeah, I was thinking if his queen took here and threatened my rook, that wouldn't really be a threat because they're connected, right? Yeah, if queen took here, I was thinking then I would just take here, I think. Maybe. And if take here and king captures, then bishop here is very deadly because the queen's no longer there. I nab that guy, and his king would have to move here. If he moved there, then I would nab the rook as well, and then get that rook as well. And if he moved here, well, no, he can't. Oh dear, that might... This is looking like a close checkmate. I didn't even realize this knight might pose a problem for protecting the square. So I'd have to go here. But that's not protected. Stink. Oh dear. Okay, so what? I think that's the end of it. Okay, let's hope I didn't miscalculate this. So, oh dear, his knight can come back. What am I... Ugh! Okay, yeah, that's fine. If his knight comes, then this is still deadly for him. Yeah, he realizes it. Yeah, his only move is knight captures d7. If he does king or queen captures, then that's an obvious loss of the queen for only a rook and a knight, I guess. So I don't know. This is still threatened, sort of. Okay, only viable move, good. So I can still do that, right? I think. Hopefully. Well, let's see. If rook here threatens the queen, queen can... queen can move here, queen can move here. Both of those are inactive squares. Well, actually, this one could be attacking my bishop as well. Okay, so he took. He can't take here, obviously. I don't think there's anything else he could do. Let's just go for it. Now that I'm looking at it, knight could move here and attack my queen. No, but then his queen would drop as well with the blender, or whatever it's called. But I would lose a bishop in the exchange, because that would fall unprotecting. Ugh. I could also threaten his queen and his bishop. All right, let's just do it. I don't want to think about it. Spend 45 minutes for 19 moves. Of course, it's going to be shorter for you guys because it's going to be edited up. Oh. Okay, so his queen's being threatened. He obviously has to move it. And when he does, then what? I think I can do here and threaten a mate. And his rook, of course. And if rook moves, then, well, his rook can't move because then mate. How could he protect this mate? Obviously, if queen takes, rook retakes. That does open up this file. But... At the very least, I could get some checks. If he sacked his queen and king escaped over here, then I could get a free pawn. Or this pawn. Actually, that pawn would probably be better. Threatens the rook, protects the bishop. Puts a discovered attack on the bishop. When I move to attack over here. Yeah, this is looking very good for me. If I can calculate correctly, I am only one pawn up now. Oh, what's this? Alright, I think I can still threaten mate, right? What is he threatening? He's threatening this pawn? Possibly advance in the... Well, no, his knight's still pinned. Okay, I think I'm going to threat mate here. Threaten mate. Oh, no, he saw it. Okay, that's why he moved that. Okay, duh. I could kick the queen off, but then no, he couldn't move there. Never mind. All right, what else can I do? I can threat here. sort of. No, that I would threat here instead. Yeah. Okay. To make it a little tricky, let's go here. Also attack that, maybe. I could also attack here. Oh no, the queen's there. Okay, so let's... What's his next move? Okay, I'm going to protect this pawn along with... Yeah, that makes sense. Right? Please tell me I didn't miscalculate something. He can't check me. He can't... There's no forcing moves. I don't think. His knight's pinned. Bishop can't go anywhere. Mostly, well, anywhere effective. He could go here. But, yeah, that does nothing. Rook can't move, because that's... Well, actually, that's not a threat, is it? Yeah, this isn't a mate threat. What am I thinking? Wow, okay, that was dumb. Yeah, I needed to take here and threaten his rook. Stink. Yeah, I guess the only thing I'm doing now is protecting this pawn and threatening there. Well, this guy's still protected. What? Why is he... Oh, I just moved my queen. Now my bishop falls. Wonderful. Well, no, even though the bishop falls... Did he just give me the game? Okay, if queen here is protected, king can't move here, well, nothing can kill the queen. And then the king can't move here or here. Okay, wow. Wow, that was scary. Whew. Okay, well, hopefully you guys learned something from this. If, at the very least, you might have learned that I'm scared of my friend. I haven't played him in forever, so I didn't know how good he was. But anyways, I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.